What's going on, everybody? ARCHEOLOGY back with part 6 of Indiana Jones and the Staff of Kings Platinum walkthrough. This is it. This is the finale, final level. It's on a Zeppelin. Honestly, I could have probably made this video in like 7 minutes, but I like to stay true to the format and to myself, so this is it's a rather short level. This part here can be kind of frustrating. It took me like a few tries. I had to rewind a couple times, but basically the objective is to use that piano to knock the guards off the ladders, and especially like these ladders over here. You don't want them to get up there because they'll one-shot you if they get up past the piano. All in all, it's kind of fun though, seeing that piano swing around, and you can get some like really like that one, how it was tilted, kind of creative kills, and just crush that guy. I don't really know what, I mean, I know what it does. It closes and opens that, but like, I don't know what the purpose of that is. So, it is what it is. So, I barely got that guy. But kind of a cool little sequence. And then it's like a pretty long gunfight. The first like 3/4 of the mission is all action. There's no artifacts or hidden, miscellaneous level trophies. Those all come at the very end. That's why I said earlier I could have made this video a lot shorter, but we've experienced the game together, so might as well, do the whole level. I do speed up some of the combat, not the gunfights, but some of the fisticuffs I'll speed up because they're rather long and the hardest in the game, which isn't really like elite hard or anything, but they definitely are. The last fight is definitely like the hardest challenge. Not the boss fight, if you will, but the last like melee combat section. This is pretty cool. It throws in a couple of different little twists here. There's a guy that throws grenades at you, which you're gonna want to. He's terrible at aiming. Like, I think he hit me like once. But if you look, see, they move around too. They don't stay in one spot. They'll change positions. Oh, knocked that guy. And you know, one thing that kind of struck me as pretty crazy is like, look at the water. Like, I know it's probably pre-rendered or whatever, but like, that's pretty good looking for a game, with these kind of graphics. The glistening on the water looks pretty good. Just all falling off the thing. But yeah, overall, I'd have to say this is a good game. It's a classic. Matter of fact, it actually kind of took me by surprise. Like, it's actually better than I remembered it being. Like, not by a lot or anything, but like, it is a little bit, better than I remembered it to be back when it first came out. I was probably, like I said in previous videos, is that what happened, and I was probably like just kind of focusing on the graphics, and like had already been on PS3 for a while, so I like went back to play this on Wii, and I was just like, it's hard to look at, but I'm older now, and I appreciate the classics as long as they're like good resolution and decent frame rate. Like, I can play them. I can play, outdated graphical games. I love the Tomb Raider Legend series. Legend, Anniversary, and what was the third one? Why am I blanking on this? The third, there was 3 games basically, all running on the same engine. But those were actually, I think, multi-platform. Like, they were on PS2, but they were also on PS3. When they launched. And I actually have the collection. It's pretty expensive. It's the Tomb Raider trilogy. Has all 3 games. and I have the Prince of Persia one as well, which is the Sands of Time trilogy. Pretty pretty pricey. I mean, if you're a collector, you can find them on eBay for like decent price. You know, they're classics. Though this game kind of, I don't know, like it feels like it was made by like Crystal Dynamics or something. It almost feels like the same. It might actually be, you know, like the same engine as Tomb Raider Legend. But yeah, relatively short game. I think it took me about 6 hours, maybe 7 to complete. That was kind of the standard back then when these types of games came out. And I don't mind games coming out today that are, you know, shorter experiences as long as they're, you know, quality over quantity. Like, for instance, Hellblade 2 it was one of my favorite games of the year. And it was only like 5 hours long. But it's the experience that you get. I mean, it's like kind of like no other, you know, like there's not really any other game like that. So another one to check out if you guys haven't even heard about it. It's like an indie game, but came out earlier in 2024. It's called Nobody Wants to Die. Very cool. You know, kind of short on the shorter end. It's like a detective game. You're trying to figure out some crimes that happened. It's futuristic. Kind of gives you like a Blade Runner feel. But very, very good game, especially considering, you know, it didn't do that well sales-wise as far as I remember, but we need more of those types of experiences. So here, you bust in through the window. I don't know why the footage cut out, didn't show it, but this is cool. This is one of the cooler fights. You get to use a lot of the environment. And these enemies are tough. Most of them have weapons. You get to bash that dude's head into the fish tank. I don't know why you need a fish tank on a Zeppelin, but whatever. And jump on the pipe, kick the dudes. Pretty solid fight all the way around, and then you take that final guy out. It's like the captain or something. And you get to free Miss O'Malley, who wasn't actually a traitor after all. And now Muller's got your buddy captive. Believe it or not, we're almost done. So, I don't know what to do next. I'm probably gonna, like, maybe lay off on a Platinum Trophy guide for quite a while. Like, not a while, but, like, probably a month or so. Because I have some big projects, like I mentioned earlier, that I need to finish and get out there. But give me some ideas for the next Platinum guide. You know, something similar to this, something like on the shorter end of things. I got a couple of requests already for like Medieval 2 and Jedi Power Battles, but I don't really want to buy Jedi Power Battles right now. I'm kind of like not in the best of financial situations, but that would be one I would like to do. I love that game. But yeah, if you have any in mind that you'd like me to see me to do, I'd be more than happy to do them. But like I said, it'll probably be like another month before I tackle a Platinum guide. So now we're gonna chase after Muller on the bike, and he's got the Staff of Kings, and lo and behold, the sea is split in two, just like the Bible story. And this is, oddly enough, this is where you're gonna find your artifacts, and they're like back to back, and there's only two. So once you start out, you'll see them like in the distance. One's like right here up on the right. See, it's right there. Bam, get that one. And then the next one I missed because you have to hit a jump. But I just rewound it back and grabbed it. I like the water effects. It's not too bad. Kind of distracting a little bit, but it looks pretty cool. And there's your ocean curiosities. So that's for getting, the only two artifacts in the whole level. And this is where it gets weird, right? So what happened was I'm just, following them along, and there's going to be a part here where you flip around backwards because you got some right here. So there's some motorcycle dudes coming up. And be careful here of that spotlight, because if you're also focusing on not getting any damage in this level or in this part. But see, I got hit right there and I die. But look what happens. I get the trophy for beating the game. I've never had that happen to me in my life, but oh well. So I just rewound it back, making sure not to get hit, taking out the guys. And then Moeller too, like the first time I couldn't hit him because I kept forgetting I had to reload. Because basically you get a rocket launcher, and I kept, like, it's a one shot, right? And then you got to reload it. But I thought, even still when I beat the level, I thought I did it without taking any damage. But I think what happened is you got to be mindful of, like, try to stay away from the sides because you can take damage. But then it, like, refills your meter. I don't know why they chose to do it that way, but I think that's what must have happened, like, because I noticed it in my second attempt. And see right there, I had died. So, but anyway, I know the rewind feature does work because, and see here, I don't know, after I restarted the checkpoint, got like that weird graphical glitch. But look how quick I take him out. One shot, dodged that barely, and then shoot, take the shot, bam, got him. And there's the trophy, target locked. Thought that was going to be a little bit more tough. And that's it. So the ending is going to play out. And then after that, there's one final thing to get the platinum that we got to do in the main menu. And if you've been following the guide and you've collected every single artifact, then you'll be able to get that trophy, which will unlock the platinum right after that. Either way, pretty fantastical ending. You know, a lot of the indie movies, the endings are pretty crazy. He literally pulls a Moses right here, closes the water behind him, and I love what they do. You'll see here, I love it. A little Easter egg that they do for both the story of Moses and Indy. That sky is awful. I don't know what they were thinking. It was built for Wii, so makes sense.
You okay? I'm fine. How about you, Dr. Jones?
Not bad.
You know, I have my orders. I'm supposed to keep the staff.
It makes me want to go back and play the Emperor's Tomb now, because I feel like that might be actually a better game, even though it's older. But I have it on my emulator, so might give that one a go. Oh, see? And that's what I was talking about. The staff turned into a snake. We all know how Indy thinks about snakes. And after that, credits will roll. And you should get the trophy for... Or maybe I already put it in there. The trophy for beating the level. Oh no, yeah, because I got it like way earlier. Duh. So yeah, game over. But there's still one last task we need to do to unlock the platinum. And I sped this up because it does kind of take a while, especially if you haven't like looked at any of the concept art. So what you need to do is go into extras, go down to concept art gallery, and then you just filter through, you just go through each tab until you start to see like repeats. That lets you know that you viewed them all. There's actually some really good art in there. I'm an artist myself, so I tend to look at these things and kind of like, you know, in games I like it when they have concept art galleries. But you could see I'm just speeding it up. And then you go into your journal, go into fortune, and you actually have to click on each one. You don't have to like sit there and read them, but there's actually some interesting history behind all these artifacts. So, and I think I unlocked the trophy like right here because I already read through most of them. And there's your trophy. It belongs in a museum. So do you. And then your platinum right there. Congratulations, King of Archaeology. So that'll do it. I want to really thank all of you guys that have engaged with me and subscribed because of this video series. And I really do appreciate it. Leave as much comments and likes as you can. And if you're new, consider subscribing because there's a lot more content on the way. With that being said, thank you guys again, and Applersky out.